Hi there, this is elvafrench.com. Autrement dit, jesuisjournaliste.fr. Autrement dit, je suis réalisatrice.com. Alors, Akbar Bismillah. On fait le Saint Brice aujourd'hui, Inshallah. Alors, Akbar Bismillah. Okay, here are a couple things I'd like to sound off on Rokhaya Diallo, a French-Senegalese journalist de Chez, nous, who apparently fashions herself as an editor at the Washington Post. But here's the thing. She's a native French speaker who does not speak English to a bilingue anglais level of English for her to ever be qualified to be an editor. According to her Wikipedia page, she claims to be an editor at the Washington Post. Here's what she really does. She's a pigiste, meaning that she's a freelance columnist or, at the Washington Post. Here's how I know this. The executive editor or the editor-in-chief, since Marty Baron left and retired a few years ago, after several years, well known his tenure at the Washington Post, left last year or the year before, very recently. Sally Busby, the former executive editor at the AP, one of my first full-time jobs in journalism in the Washington, D.C. bureau, is now the editor-in-chief at the Washington Post. There's no way in hell Rokhaya Diallo is taking her job, Sally Busby's job, longtime executive editor at the AP, where I used to work as her colleague on the video desk. So that's a bold-faced lie. Rokhaya Diallo's Wikipedia page that claims that she is an editor, rédactrice, at the Washington Post, owned by Jeff Bezos. That's a bold-faced lie. Another bold-faced lie that Rokhaya Diallo loves to talk about, which is also apparently on her Wikipedia page, is the fact that she was born in Paris 4e, as in the 4e arrondissement of Paris, ma ville natale. I was born in Paris 11e. Everyone knows this. Maternité débuée. Here's the funny thing about Rokhaya Diallo with the name that she has, Franco-Sénégalaise, saying that she was born in Paris 4e. Number one, there are no maternités in Paris 4e. Les maternités n'existent pas à Paris 4e. N'ont jamais existé à Paris 4e. La maternité la plus proche de Paris 4e, c'était la mienne avant son déménagement il y a une dizaine d'années de Paris 11e, maintenant ce qui se situe à Paris 12e, maternité débuée. The reason why it's ridiculous to say one is ever born in Paris 4e is because Paris 4e is a long-standing Orthodox Jewish neighborhood with a name like Rokhaya Diallo. That means she is definitely from either Mali or Senegal. Everybody knows she's from Senegal and her parents are most likely Muslims. Why would that ever make sense for a Muslim woman to say that she was born in an Orthodox Jewish neighborhood in the center of Paris? Number one, there's still no maternité in Paris 4e. Number two, that just proves she's a bold-faced liar, saying that she was born in Paris 4e, long-standing Orthodox Jewish neighborhood of Central Paris in the Marais à l'heure actuelle, where once again there are zero maternités. So another bold-faced lie on her Wikipedia page. I have a few other items a few other gripes about this woman, but she's completely overrated and has zero credibility chez nous, which is why she comes to the United States to sing her sob song about how horrible France is, when she's also a terrible director. She made a film that has gotten way too much attention chez nous, that I happened to catch at a film festival a few years ago, that looks like it was literally put together on an Etch-a-Sketch, literally shot on an iPhone 2, and it was released a few years ago, and it is horrible. It is awful production values, has nothing interesting or meaningful to say about what she purports to be a conversation with Americans and French people about race relations. It is horrendous. A 4-year-old with an Etch-a-Sketch could have done a better job. It is that horrendous. So for her to be calling herself a filmmaker when she has no skills as an auteur, no skills compositionally, no skills really kind of putting together any kind of narrative and whatsoever, whether it be film or journalism or what have you, makes her completely overrated. And the thing is, there are so many people, chez nous, who have 1,000 more times credibility that should be given more attention that are not, because Rokhaya Diallo likes to suck the air out of the room with her incompetence. Here are some people who should not have to tolerate with sharing a stage at all ever with overblown, overrated, shitty, not credible Franco-Sénégalaise journaliste Rokhaya Diallo et pigiste columniste at the Washington Post à l'heure actuelle. Signée, alvafrench.fr, autrement dit, jesuisjournaliste.fr, former colleague of Sally Busby, the executive editor at the Washington Post, who was formerly the executive editor at the Associated Press. Allah Akbar Bismillah. Angela Charlton, I believe, is the Paris bureau chief. Still, the Paris bureau, I believe, is at Rue La Boétie in the 8e. Okay.